Hello, everyone. Welcome back. And I checked probably more times than I needed to, but I did double check the sound. So we should have audio with this. Great. Good. Very, very good news. Today, I have no idea what's going to come up. So, just calling in. I always do my, during setup, just preparation, prayer, centering, grounding, asking for messages for the collective. What is most needed at this time? Okay. I think I'm going to start with a card. Energy is kind of weird today here. It's cold, it's blustery. We have wind advisories. It's just kind of a gloomy day out. All right. No. Yeah. Okay. This little pocket deck that I like so much. This is what we're going to start with. Hello, collective. How are all of you doing this morning? Oh my gosh. Okay, yesterday all day I felt like I was dancing one step off the rhythm. I mean, seriously, I don't know about you all, but it was just, it was a busy day. It was a long day, and it was a struggle day. So today, we're not going to make it so. Today, we're going to wake up and be fabulous. Well, that says awesome. Substitute whatever word you like. That's great. And there's a unicorn on it. Be your own unicorn today. Symbols and imagery are important. Okay. All right. What is the message for the collective? Mother, Father, God, archangels, ascended masters, spirit guides, guardians, our protectorate, please surround us at all times. Now, let us start with a message for the collective on this cold, rainy day where I am. Cleansing. They're saying the rain is here to cleanse. Utilize it as a force of nature to aid you in your healing. So if there's something you want to cleanse in your life, cleanse out of your life, ask for, I know it might sound weird, the spirit of rain or the spirit of water to come and wash you clean. That could be physically, emotionally, whatever debris might be clogging you up. I'm hearing arteries for someone, so someone may need to really look at their health in terms of any arterial blockages. Now, I always say turn to spirit, but also turn to your doctor. If you've got some plaque buildup in your arteries, not good. Again, always, I'm a firm believer in combining Western medicine and holistic medicine and spirituality, but they have to come together, okay? I have to take something for my thyroid because I think the statistic I heard was like 1 in 3 women have hypothyroidism. I want my thyroid medication, okay? I'm not going to will that away. I've willed and asked for miracles with a whole lot of other things, and it does happen. But that one, I'm just like, okay, there's medication, and it's easy, and I will do it. So agree, don't agree, but you know what? You gotta take care of yourself from all angles and on all fronts. So what they're saying spiritually with rain and psychically with rain is that you can use it as a way to, and you don't have to go stand out in it if you're healthy and you're fine and it's warm enough. Okay, it's no electrical storms or anything. Use your best judgment, but just yeah. Ask for. Okay, here's a way you can do it and do it safely without being outside in the rain. In the shower, in the morning, or whenever you take a shower. It doesn't matter. While the water is washing over you, visualize all the debris falling off your body and washing away with the water down the drain. You're not hurting the earth. She can take it. Just give thanks and say, thank you, Mother Earth, for absorbing all my pain and suffering and debris. Now, that's washing away the physical dirt off your body, but also ask for healing, that it wash away and drain away from you all of the emotional pain, woundedness, hurt. And I fully believe that all things that are considered negative emotions, like anger, frustration, actually are fear. If you boil it down to it, you're afraid that someone won't like you. You're afraid that someone won't love you. You're afraid that someone will be violent. You're afraid. That is really the true basis of, I think, where most anger and frustration comes from. You're afraid you won't succeed. You're afraid people will get in your way. So what I like to say is, water, water, wash away all the fear of today, yesterday and today, whatever it is, whatever sounds right to you. And I make it rhyme so I remember it. Okay. You can do whatever you want. Dear God, Goddess, Buddha, Allah, whatever, you know, angel, whomever you want to call on, that is, of course, in the light. Use this water to facilitate healing and cleansing at all levels, mind, body, and spirit. Thank you. That works too. That's a really good one to do. Okay, that was a good message. Okay. All right, so let's see where we're going. Collective. Okay. Collective message for today. I'm going to take all those, even though I think it may have just been the one on top, but I'm still going to take all of them. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? They're saying yes. One, two more. Okay. And this is a little pocket, not even pocket. This is a mini deck. So, and I forgot what it's called. I'll find out. Anyway, I'll use it again. All right, let me get these in order. All right, help me to understand the message. I'll say this again. I'm not a card reader, but I use them as a jumping off point for general readings. I never used them for individual readings because I try to read energy continually the whole time. But this is general for the collective, so I need to have something to kind of jump from. Not need, like messages come through about the water and the rain and the healing, and use the rain, appreciate the rain. You know, we don't want it to flood, but, you know, appreciate the rain for what it does. All right, we have the Chariot, the 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords, the Hierophant, the Hermit, 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords, the Star, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups. Okay, we've got a whole storyboard here. All right, so the way I'm reading this, I'm going to do this two ways. One, let's look at it from a career perspective, and then let's look at it from a relationship perspective, because I think that's where it's coming. And there might even be a third where somebody could relate this to a parent and child situation. You know what? I'm going to go there because that's the most pressing, and that's the one that they're feeding me in my ear. Someone with a parent and child. Someone has had, an overbearing, wow. Someone has been a little micromanaging an adult child. Okay. Okay. But it's out of fear. And that's why the fear thing came up with the water shower thing, too. Everything is interlinking and everything is circular and comes together. Everything overlaps. Everything is connected. Just remember that. If you don't remember anything else from today's video, remember that. So everything, okay, so the parent in this situation is afraid of letting go because they're afraid of loss and being alone. You know that empty nest syndrome? Yeah. They've been doing, not getting ready to, they've been doing some deep soul searching. And I don't think they're happy with what they see or where that person's life has, because male or female, that I'm not getting. So it's just whomever, because this could apply to anyone. I think this parent was like coming in fast, trying to Spirit showing me, and I almost said corral all or gather all the chickens to the roost, and they showed me a barnyard with a bunch of chickens, but they're all going everywhere. Okay. Just the way my mind works, I guess. It was like a frantic last ditch effort. And I know I'm not holding these up and showing you, but I read them off. As you can tell, I'm a little tired today. They're saying hold them up. All right. Chariot, 10 of Wands. And if you need to kind of slow it down and freeze frame it, please do so. 7 of Swords. Okay, they want me to stop there and go over those. Got it. So I feel like this parent was in a rush and a last-ditch effort to try to hold on as tightly as possible what felt like a gasping last breath, death grip on family and this kid. Because then that left the parent wondering, well, what do I do now? And who am I now? That is the biggest thing, a lack of a sense of awareness of the self. So now we can move on to the next set. All right, the Hierophant, the Hermit, and I'm not going to get into the astrological signs that are associated with those because I don't think those are really as important for this as what the card symbolizes. Okay. For these three, and there's one card that I feel like needs to stay separate. Okay, for those three, so they were in this like clutching death grip. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. Micromanaging constantly. What you get it. Then it sort of dawned on them. What do I have? Who am I? We kind of got to that at the end of it. So there is a lot of looking at core beliefs and core belief systems with the Hierophant. I also see that as reevaluating a personal philosophy or need system or belief system. The Hermit with the Lantern, deep introspection. So this, okay, just making sure my little green light is on. This person went into and is in the process of. So this person is sort of like eyeball deep at this point in deep introspection. Now, this could be someone watching or it could be someone you know. So I feel the need lately just to say, call and check on your friends, okay? So someone is going through, this for me in this reading, in this situation, almost feels like not quite a dark night of the soul. I think that happened here with that 7 of Swords before opening up and realizing there is a new path, a new way. My life is my own. You've done the work. You've raised your family, kid, whatever. This is time for you to understand what you need and you want while still being able to parent. But as someone, a friend I used to know used to say, not active parenting. So thank you for that. That was an excellent way to put this. And she is still actively parenting to this day. I think she always will because that's just who she is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you have to let kids explore. And I think that's what this parent in this reading is doing. Not wanting to, but realizing they have to. Now they're getting ready to come out of that Hermit self-introspection stage with the 8 of Wands. So this is someone who, when they decide and when they finally make peace with something, they're going to be there's not going to be any holding them back. And it will be an exciting life for them. They will do all kinds of things. They may relocate. They may just travel a lot. They may take up some adventure sport. I don't know, but it's something that will be very satisfying. And I have a feeling they're going to appear like they're living a solitary life, but they're just starting to be in a relationship with themselves and understand who they are, which at some point we all have to do that. That's kind of been my story here for a little bit. All right, the next one is the 3 of Swords. Now that's interesting on the heels of this past little segment, because Spirit, help me out. I don't want to just read cards for face value, so Spirit, help me out with the Three of Swords. Ah, okay. So in the midst of all of this work, they have to acknowledge that they do have a broken heart. What has broken the heart? Loss of family and loss of self. Not understanding their place in the world and not understanding what role they are to fill. It has sort of made them question themselves and who they are. If they continue through this process, if they continue holding that lantern and that light up to guide the way, and if they allow those Eight of Swords wands to fly through the air and land someplace magnificent, whatever it is they choose to do, the Star, all things are possible. All things are possible. Things that they hadn't even thought of are possible. Total wish fulfillment is possible. Now we have here at the very end a Queen of Swords and a King of Cups. So this doesn't have to be two people. It can be, but be careful not to get too in your head and have too sharp of a tongue when you're talking to people, because that could backfire on you. And that's for King or Queen of Swords. I'm not reading genders into this one, but the King of Cups. And I think for this reading, because this is such an internal read for someone, I think this is talking about someone's inner world. They have reached the status of a king and a queen within themselves. Their yin and their yang are balanced. However, be careful of the messages you give yourself. Make sure they're not too biting and make sure they're not too harsh. Learn to love yourself. Once you learn to love yourself, you step into your full King of Cups energy. Okay? And that is when you become the best version of yourself you can be, to love yourself, and then it allows you to open up to, should you choose to love someone else or find someone else that you feel that way about. It can also represent, since this is a family dynamic, having healthy, loving relationships with a child, children, family, extended family, whatever the case may be, with boundaries, with respect for the other person's boundaries. And I'm hearing a symbiotic relationship is not always healthy. Okay, so come into your own and all things good will follow. All right, so now here's the thing, people. My people, we can see that, but we can't tell anyone that, because they will deny for every breath they have. And then you will end up becoming the problem because you're pointing it out. Hold space. And what that means is just be an ear, listen, be available, let them work it out. Sometimes it's better to talk things out so you hear it outside of your own head, and then you start to come to the awareness of it. But that's only going to happen when someone is ready. You can't force someone to be ready to acknowledge their own truth and their own inner demons. And I'm not talking about the kind, ooh, someone's possessed. No. I'm talking about the kind of inner demons where we fight with ourselves about things we don't want to admit about ourselves. I think it might be best described as the shadow self. All right. No channeling. No one's coming through today. What's going on, man? Let's see if someone wants to come through. Well, okay, maybe after this, because I feel like we need to wrap up this part of the reading. Because even though I was kind of cavalier and like, oh yeah, they're blah, 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 that's like hardcore gut-wrenching trauma for someone. I mean, they're letting go of their baby, and their baby is an adult, but it's hard. An empty nest is hard. I'm not making light of it at all. I'm just, I don't know what I am today. Everybody just hang out with me and hold on. Hold on, okay? And let's be awesome. Wake up and be awesome. Don't wake up and be all ambivalent and kind of grumpy like me. Cheers. All right, I'm not grumpy. I'm actually pretty happy. I'm actually really happy. All right. Mother, Father, God. Okay. What we got here? Fox spirit. Think on your feet. I love that one because it allows me to say, always, always, always think on my feet. Well, not always, but do you all ever play out those conversations in your head like, oh man, this is what I should have said, and then you play out the whole conversation in your head? That's coming up for a reason, because from what I've heard other people talk about that I know personally, when we would talk about the same kind of thing, a friend one time told me that she got a download that actually you are going in and kind of rewriting history a little bit. Not that that person is going to say, oh yeah, I psychically heard what you said in this new conversation. No, nothing like that. But it will allow for certain energies to be reset. Okay. And you can also issue apologies that way. If you feel like you didn't handle things properly, you can just say, please, my guides to their guides, send them the energetic apology for peace for all. That's a really important lesson, okay? Well, maybe that was the only thing we needed this for. Speaking of that, I was thinking this morning, okay, well, I guess we have two more. Maybe they want to tell me not to think so much. I'll just read the cards. Okay. Oh, okay. So, Owl, you see clearly now. And Snake Spirit, time to heal. So that's kind of going along with this whole reading. Seeing clearly, seeing yourself clearly, seeing situations clearly, losing the fear about seeing clearly and what that could mean for you and your life. And then healing from whatever you need to heal from. I think that's just validation of everything that's been said. All right. And then just one from a quick in the middle, well, kind of in the middle pull. Stag Spirit. Take the lead. All right. You are flying your own plane. Okay. You are the pilot of your aircraft. So, you know what? It's up to you. You can stay in the air above it all. You can decide to land the plane. You could do whatever you want. It's your plane. It's your life. Speaking of which, okay, so I was thinking about this morning, and it's something I wanted to bring up for you all. Because it's been just sort of a heavy week with emotional messages about finding yourself and getting help when you need it and that kind of thing. I am absolutely 100% all in for connecting with spirit, handing things over to spirit, finding a holistic and spiritual basis, purpose, communication, support system. However, I am also very analytical, and I am also very much into the real psychological needs of people, okay? Not just the Western medical needs of people, but the psychological needs to help to get people to that point of where they can heal themselves. And, I don't want anyone to ever become dependent or codependent or just dependent on someone else for their happiness, okay? So just a quick, easy. If you're looking for a podcast or another YouTube channel to deal with just purely from the psychological aspects, but someone who appreciates and discusses intuition and how that's real. She even finds like scientific studies and literature to support it. It's sort of like your antenna. I adore Mel Robbins, Robbins. Mel, Mel, Robbins, Robbins. I don't know her. I don't know. You know, I'm just I've just watched and listened and gotten the free downloads off her website because being a Virgo, I love a good list. Oh my Lord, I love a good list. Love organizational tools. And so that works for me. But then I've also got the do a sentence and it's okay, yeah, I got it. And then you jump over to spirit. So it is possible to blend both those worlds. But if you are looking for someone to give you just, she is raw and she's a very polished speaker, but she comes across kind of raw. Huge fan. Okay. Again, don't know her. This is not a professional plug or anything like that, you know, but I'm going to tell you what has helped me. And last spring, some of her work really helped me. Okay. Especially just something as simple as her 5-second rule. It sounds stupidly easy, but then when you do it, and you start really thinking about it, it's like, yeah. And that is trusting your gut. Trust your gut is what that boils down to. That's my version of it. And so I'm not going to explain it because that's her thing, her stuff, her gig, her book, her whatever. So find her and find all that. And she also has some podcasts on Audible, but you have to pay the subscription fee for Audible. Quite frankly, I just got the free trial and then canceled it. So, yeah. I think I paid for a couple of months, but then I canceled it. But it's a cool thing and it's a great thing. But you can get the free stuff on YouTube. Okay, that was a big, long thing. But I do feel like there's someone out there who needs it. If you just need someone who's talking to you like a friend would talk to you, and just kind of giving you a little bit of that tough love, you know, of like, but it's very motivational. That's your girl. Okay. That's your woman. And, I like it. And she doesn't give you a line of fluff. Okay. But she is funny and engaging and very real. So there's that. My focus is in question today. I'm so glad y'all, if you're still here, you're hanging out with me. I appreciate that so much. Okay, I'm going to do one more card. I even brought my big giant glasses out. Maybe I'll put those on for you. I know I look like a big giant bug head when I wear my glasses, but that's okay. I love these glasses. All right. The Unfolding Path. Okay. The Unfolding Path Tarot. Beautiful, beautiful cards. All right. Well, I'm all just humming and stuff today. Vibration. Maybe it's vibrational sound healing. If you've never experienced vibrational sound healing with a sound bath, it's incredible. And you can watch it online and do it. Again, there are free YouTube videos about that too. But I have to say, in person, you actually feel the vibration in a different way. I would encourage you to try it if you can. Okay. Give these a little shuffle. What is the message? What is the last message for the collective? Oh, look at that. We got another King of Cups. Now, this one is much older than the other King of Cups we had. So it may go back to that. It may take that person a long time to get to that stage. Lord knows, none of us are getting younger. And seems to be taking me a long time to figure myself out too. But for all of us, understand that it is possible. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. I just keep hearing you be you, that phrase that you need to be you. And whatever that means. And if people don't understand that you're living a solitary life or you're going places alone or you're just embarking on a journey, an inward journey, and then when you come out the other end of it, you're going to love yourself so much that you'll have nothing but love for everyone else, then that's okay. The two little fish, koi fish. Oh, this isn't a king, it's a page. I immediately saw that as a king. Dude, I'm sorry if you're just only at the page status. He may not make it to king. Well, I'm calling that. I'm still going to consider that a king. I even had my glasses on and I saw king. Okay. Told you I'm not a card reader, but I have to question. Although he does have a look of wonderment, which is lovely. So hopefully we can all have childlike wonderment. I'm standing by the king reading. Okay. Let's see very quickly. Can we do this in just a couple of minutes? Anyone here? Is there anyone here who wishes to communicate or talk to? It's not an individual. This is a team of healers. God, why is that word so hard for me? Healers. Healers. Healers and your guardians and your guides. I can feel mine standing behind me right now. Those of you with strong clairvoyance or just a sense of energy, if you can see them or feel them, that's great. But I want you to close your eyes for just a second, and I want you to ask your team to step up to you. They want me to do a whole video on this, so I'm just going to touch on it right now, and maybe we'll do that. I'll make a note for myself to do this again where we do it first. Ask your healing team and your personal guardians and guides to stand behind you, making a wall of spirit that is protective, nurturing, and healing behind you. Notice the feelings in your body, your heart center. Do you feel a little buzzy, a little lightheaded? Are your ears kind of expanding? Feel like they're popping, or not popping, but expanding? Or your third eye, which is like in your forehead, or your crown on the top of your head? If you hear anything in the background, that's one of my cats defending her bed. If you don't hear it, good. All right. I think that's my cue to wrap up. We're going to do this again, but we're going to expand on it. And we're going to talk about how to communicate next with your own personal team for healing and wellness. Ask them to stay with you today, to nurture you. And whomever has the heart issue, you might want to get that checked if you have any concerns or questions, and ask them to step in and put their hand on your heart and help to give you nurturing energy to help you to know what to do. Okay? All right. I am sending you much love, and with the greatest respect and gratitude, I thank you. I got to yell at the cats. Hold on. Hey, leave her alone. Not going to work. I got to go deal with this. All right. Remember, you have a perfect soul and a perfect spirit. It's all about the choices we make in this lifetime. And who do you want to be? Okay. Thank you. Love your spirit. Love your soul. Have a good day. All right. I got to go take care of cat situation. They're fine. They just make a lot of noise. They're not doing a thing to each other. All right. Bye.